She's dead, Jim. The other day I went to make a video for you guys. I was going out to Fredericton. And, I left Moncton, heading on down the road, going 120 thereabouts. And then the Burgman here kind of died, slowed down to about 100, and then kicked back to life. I thought about turning around, but I didn't. Kept on going. And if you're going towards Fredericton from Moncton, you're going to pass by Gagetown. And in Gagetown, there's a big military base, and there's signs all over the side of the highway saying, "Don't stop here." You want to guess where the Burgman died? Right there. Wouldn't start. Some motorcyclists came along, pulled the fuses, wouldn't start. So I called CAA, and I cannot recommend highly enough getting a CAA membership. Called them, AAA for you Americans. Called them up, got a tow home, 137 kilometers, long tow. CAA paid for itself this year. And just got her home, changed the spark plug. No good. So I booked an appointment with a mechanic. And when I was talking to the mechanic, he said, "Have you checked for compression yet?" And I hadn't. And I thought, rather than taking it to a mechanic just to have the first thing you do, test for compression, figured I ought to get a compression tester myself. So I did. No compression. She dead. That's dead. It didn't make any noise when it quit. So I assume it's the timing belt. It's kind of funny because I put out a video called My New Favorite Motorcycle is a Scooter, and it did really well. And then my next two videos after that, after a long pause, mind you, were of course both videos of my TU250. And that's why. It's because this thing died on July the 6th. And today is July the 24th. So I've been trying to get another motorcycle. I went out to Halifax, looked at a Burgman out there. $1,500. That thing was rough. It had 30,000 clicks on it. This one's got 50,000, and it looks really good. That one had 30,000, and it clearly spent its life outside. I didn't even take any footage of it because it wasn't even worth the effort. Then after that, I went down to a local bike here, a V-Star. I rode a V-Star across Canada, a 1998 V-Star, and then there was a 1998 V-Star for sale close by to me. So I went and looked at that, and I really, really, really liked it. And I was going to buy it, but I had contacted somebody back on July the 12th to offer him a lowball for his Burgman. And he was really a long way away from me. And he said no. So I went looking for other bikes, which is why I did the Halifax bike and the local V-Star. And then I was just about to go buy that V-Star. I had the money out. I was gonna go at 6 o'clock to go buy it. And then at 5 o'clock, the original Burgman messages me, says he'll do it. So today is the 24th. I should be picking up the other Burgman on the 27th, as long as it's in good shape. So we're going to see. I was pretty excited about the V-Star. I'm not going to lie. I was really excited to get another V-Star, but I've got an entire parts Burgman. It doesn't make any sense to not use my parts Burgman. Now let's take this mirror for example. I don't know what this mirror is worth. Probably like $50 or something. And the thing is, I got one of each just sitting here on this wrecked Burgman. So if I wreck a mirror on my new Burgman, I'll have mirrors. And the brake lever, it's the same brake lever that's on my TU250. So that's $120 right there. And I'm going to change it over once I have an opportunity. But I got an entire parts Burgman now. So if I got a V-Star, that'd be kind of silly, wouldn't it? I mean, look at this beautiful tire that I just put on. This is brand new. This tire's got like 500 kilometers on it. Stuff's expensive, man. I don't want to just get rid of it. Plus, and this really is the most important part, I really do like the Burgman. When I got onto that V-Star to test ride it, all the memories came flooding back of riding across Canada And everything that I really loved about the V-Star and everything I really hated about the V-Star all hit me all at the same time. And that was actually kind of emotional. I wasn't expecting to get a lot of emotion out of riding a V-Star again, but I did, much to my own surprise. But I don't think I can give up on the Burgman yet. I really like it. So I'm gonna get another Burgman if I can. And if I can't, I'll probably just get a V-Star. But anyway, my wife and I are doing a trip to Campbellton this weekend. I've never been to Campbellton, but we're going to Campbellton this weekend. We're going to see if we can get that Burgman that I lowballed the guy on. I think so. I think it's going to work. It's been for sale for 2 months, and I can't imagine that there's a lot of people buying Burgmans in Campbellton, New Brunswick. So we're just going to give it a shot.
I see it.
You see? Nice. So like the dang fool that I am, I didn't actually record the first ride that I took on the Burgman because, I was distracted by buying a Burgman. So, bought it, went out and rode it a little bit that evening. I didn't have it registered to myself yet, so, I don't want to spend too much time on it. But when registered it first thing in the morning the next day, and then we took just a little tour around Dalhousie. I kept on forgetting it was Dalhousie that we went to buy the Burgman, not Campbellton. It was Dalhousie. Anyway, so the next morning we went to the most northern point of New Brunswick, which is right here in Dalhousie, and went down to this little park and then made our way over to Campbellton to see what was over there. And first impressions on this thing, when I bought the other Burgman, I was under the impression that Buddy had basically used it right up to the point where I bought it. I don't know if that's true or not, but when I first bought it, the transmission had like a lot of stuttering in it, and it really the CVT was not working very smoothly at all. Whereas this bike immediately was working way more smoothly than even the old Burgman ever got to, because the old Burgman did really improve after getting worn in a lot more, but this one just felt so much better just right off the bat, which was a big relief. And then since we're in Newtown, I figured we ought to try a little bit of local cuisine rather than just going to McDonald's like everywhere else. So we went down to this Chinese restaurant, which had two different names. One name was on the tourism placard thing right downtown, and then when I googled it, it had a different name, and then when I showed up, it was closed. So I guess the writing was on the wall a while ago, but we found this other Vietnamese place, which was still kind of a letdown, but at least they were open.
What's that?
Kim wouldn't let me down. And then, of course, as long as I've been in New Brunswick, people keep on telling about Sugarloaf. Now, of course, I don't have a bicycle with me, but got to go up to Sugarloaf and see that. Then, after leaving Sugarloaf, we came across this bad boy. I parked in a completely different spot in the lot here, and then I saw this thing a little way down. So obviously, I had to move my Burgman to go be next to the Silver Wing. And then we went and did our shopping at the local, niche Walmart here, and came back out. Oh my! There's this guy sitting on the Silver Wing. He's got a helmet that it looks like he threw it down a flight of stairs every time he took it off. Just this battered up, nasty old helmet. And he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's probably like 60 years old. We come over and talk to him. And then the first thing he wants to show me about the Silver Wing, which he was very proud of, was that he had disconnected the kickstand shutoff for when the bike is running, so you can put the kickstand down. And he was extremely proud of that. And through very broken English, he was just delighted with this bike. And frankly, I'm delighted to see it. Now, the thing about the Silver Wing, I think it's really, really ugly. That might be kind of like rich coming from a fellow scooter owner, but I just think that the Silver Wing just looks like butt. And I don't know why they did that. Honda makes so many good looking things. Oh, hell yeah!
That could have been you and Rippin.
No! She would have loved it!
Would have. Get the full pair of goggles.
Exactly. Although she might not have loved the goggles.
No, she was just.
So over the course of the entire day, we made our way from Dalhousie to Campbellton and crossed the river into Quebec very briefly. Then back to Dalhousie. Strapped it onto the flat deck trailer. Just about lost it a couple times on the way back, but Didn't lose it, so the motorcycle made it all the way safely back to Metro Moncton. Fantastic. And as of the time of recording this voiceover, I've owned it for just about a week now. No real problems yet. I did change the oil on it because the oil was a little bit low, and boy did it smell nasty. So who knows last time that got changed. There's no metal in it, so everything's all good there. Now that I've washed it really properly, I found that the paint is like extremely dull, so I'm going to have to do like a little bit of a buff or something like that, which isn't my usual style to, cosmetically take care of my motorcycles, but I can be a new man if I want to be. And the front tires maybe a little worn. I don't know. I mean, it's a used motorcycle. It's got things wrong with it. But overall, it's in fantastic shape. And I'm very, very happy with it so far. And what more could you want? What that festival was I just stumbled into there. I only got distracted for a moment and had to go check that out. But in like video games when you go to bars or clubs and then everybody's just kind of standing around and it doesn't really feel like it's alive, but there's music playing and there's lights and it's all animated and it feels like it should be alive, but it's just not. And that's what that felt like to me. It's like it was really dark and there was no lights, and it was just like people standing around, and there was music playing, but nobody was moving around. It felt really eerie. So I just did this like great big outro thing, only to discover that the microphone receiver actually wasn't plugged into the camera, so it ruined it. And that's just basically like my experience in making videos this summer, which is that it seems like nothing's really worked out. Well, I mean, like I've made good videos. It's just that I haven't made as many as I wanted to because, the Burgman busted and the TU-250 needs some work on it. Needs a new chain and chain ring. That's not what motorcyclists call it though. They call it something different. I'm a bicycle guy, so I call it a chain ring. In any case, that needs to get done. Hopefully, We'll do some more riding for sure, but it's just a matter of when, I don't think I'm going to make it out to the Magdalen Islands this year, which is a bummer because I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to get to Newfoundland this year, but the reason why I don't have time to do those things is because I'm going to South America for 3 weeks. We spent some time in Paraguay, passing through Brazil in order to get to Argentina, and I think that's going to be a really sweet time. I got no idea what I'm doing there, because I'm going with my grandmother and my 2 cousins, and my grandmother and 2 cousins have no idea what we're doing there, because my grandmother's cousin, my great aunt, I don't know what you would call that. Anyway, we're getting carted around for 3 weeks, and I mean that's just perfect for me because I don't know what to do in South America, and I don't want to research it. So yeah, so in October, that's happening. So you'll see those videos in November, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that all works out. Maybe do a New Brunswick Four Corners ride sometime before then. Heck, I don't know. But it's going to be a good time, whatever it is. Lots coming up. It's going to be fantastic.